Hi everybody. Good afternoon. I don't know exactly what everybody's time zones are, and I'm actually I just realized I was under my other profile. Sorry, I'm so tired. Just a lot going on. But what's new? I just want to say I hope that everybody's in good spirits, considering regardless. I have to be honest. I kind of, how would you say, been MIA sort of ish, due to the fact that I actually, I admit, I have been going through some sort of um, depression phase or whatnot. I don't know how long exactly postpartum, whatever the heck it's called, um, which is something I actually did have. I don't know if I still do have it, considering, excuse me, my son was taken as a newborn. He is now 2 years old, but it's pretty much as if it was yesterday to me. And he's my fifth child, my fifth baby. So obviously, we all are pretty much here and can understand, where each of us is coming from, especially and even yes, Michelle. I'm right there with her on her situation. If I mean, we all are in, we all are on different levels and whatnot, but we're all fighting the same monster, and we all are here for support and what have you. But some of us, and I think I've been doing quite well considering the many details, and that's not even including my own, which stems from me being myself. Um, well, you don't know, so I myself am a former foster child from birth, my own self. Since my birth in 1989, I'm now 32. I will be 33 in April. So, yeah. And I aged out. I was never adopted, thank God, because it was right before. Um, as a matter of fact, I'm the oldest of my two sisters. So my two younger sisters, actually, them two, we all three actually, thankfully, we were raised together. We were raised by our maternal grandmother, which is my mother's mother. So my grandmother raised us, and unfortunately, my mother actually, due to whatever circumstances, because of CPS. And yes, I am going to blame CPS, because who knows? I'm pretty sure it would have been a difference. My life would be totally different. But hey, those are the cards I was dealt, and I guess, not I guess, I believe, I am a firm believer in um, things happen for a reason, and everyone has a purpose. So therefore, I'm here for a reason, and you know, obviously, my purpose somewhat has a lot to do with this particular area, and I refuse to just let my story go in vain, considering that I have experience in the system, in the foster care system. So therefore, I have how would you say, even, bigger and larger part in this play, if you want to call it that. But anywho's, so long story short, yes, I was a foster child myself since birth. I was taken from my mother. She was actually sentenced to life in prison in '98. So I believe I spoke on this before, but considering that I had to make other profiles, considering that Facebook was trying to silence me and all that good stuff. So I had to find other ways to, be heard and expose the corruptness in my cases of. I have 5 children, so yeah. Um, and the most recent one has been the most, I would say, the most devastating, if not most corrupt. It's not even funny, but it's just the just like the purposeful intent to just literally uh, just the obviousness of actually selling my children is just disgusting, and especially in San Bernardino County. I was actually in Los Angeles. I'm from LA, born and raised. Excuse me. So, and I moved here in my early teens. I believe I was maybe like 12 or 13 or something like that. So you figure, I mean, and I didn't even know about. Sorry, this is a long voice message. I just wanted to just put this out there before I forget. I tend to, which is why I was even, um, why I even began this message. To be quite honest, I have so much things I would love to say, things I would love to vent and all that, but I know some of us can get triggered. I respect that, and I'm very I try to be, you know, and especially for my considering myself, I I'm just dealing with a lot of emotions, and honestly, I have done it so long, and like I said, sorry, I've done it so long with not just my own like to me, my children, and this fight is just like one another separate area. So then for me to add on what's happened to me in my past, which I totally suppressed it so deep down inside. That's just how that's my survival, I guess, tactic or whatever you want to call it. That I just became so good at it, but it didn't surface again until what started happening with my kids, my own children, and then it's just like, oh yeah, you know. So that's where we're at right now with me, as far as like mental health wise and stuff. So I think I've been doing pretty good, considering that I was in like therapy most of my life, regarding with like all the, you know, personal experiences within the system. Even though I was raised by my family, I still went through a lot of traumatic things before my mom went to prison, and even after. So there's that, and so now we're here today with, you know, what I'm dealing with, and that's I had 5 babies. Each of them have been new. They were newborns at the time of their removal. Um, Pretty much all of them were unlawfully, but hey, that's another story, and that's actually what the story is about, as why pretty much all of us are here, right? So I just want to say that um, please forgive me if anybody has um, reached out to me, and if I did not respond back, or maybe I just responded back a little bit late, or didn't respond back with the most, you know, or how would you say, your expectations of what I should have said, or how I should have, you know, however the case may be. I don't want to get too lengthy with this, but I just wanted to basically um, express how I felt as a mother, as a parent, in this fight that we're all fighting, and in this group, and I appreciate each and every one of you, and I pray for each and every one of you, and I'm here for each and every one of you, even though I'm going through my own little deal. I honestly, that's the crazy part. Honestly, too, is that I can actually, however I do it. But I can honestly put my own issues aside, and I can focus on whoever I'm trying to help at the time being. I've kind of been slacking on that part, and only because I actually have to admit that I actually am going through some things, and I honestly have come to a point where I don't know how to, you know, really deal with this one, considering that this is the only baby, this is the only child that I don't know where he's at. I don't know anything about it, where he's, who has him. I don't know nothing. They won't let me know nothing. Um, I've been trying to, even my own family, and I've never done anything for my family to, but hey, that's another story, you know. So it's like, then that's separate, but that's beside the point. But the point is, but it is a point, you know. It's like, so my sisters have three. So I have five children. My cousin, my second cousin, he's older than me. I didn't really know him at the time. But anyways, so he has my firstborn, my daughter, Sky Blue. She'll be 9 years old this year in April. And then excuse me, I have my second child who my sisters have her, and then they have my third child, and then they have my fourth child. So I have two girls and three boys. My firstborn is my first girl, my daughter. Sky Blue is with my cousin. I have not seen her since she was 5.5 months. My second baby, she's not a baby anymore, and she's the only one they removed her from me. Get this, CPS came and removed her unlawfully. They lied about it. Yeah, so another story. If anybody would like to hear all these stories and the details, we could talk and chat about this on another time. I just didn't really want to make it this long. I just wanted to share my story really quickly, and also this is my I guess my way of asking for help if anybody's willing to hear me out or even assist me in however they can, because I'm totally at a loss for words or thoughts, and just I've been so strong for so long. I don't know what else to do anymore. Like, I've tried to reach out. I've not tried, I've done it. Like, I have so many recorded, documented, paperwork, you name it, files, you name it, okay? And I've done it. I've spoken to the clerks, I even have emails, I have documented, screenshot. I mean, the compelling pile of evidence is just beyond disbelief of that it's actually real, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, well, then what do I do now? So I just feel like my back is not just against the wall. I don't even know what to say anymore. Like, I don't even know how to explain this to you guys, you know? But here I am trying to do my best is to figure this out, because I have to find my son. I have to at least know where he's at for this, just to know. I have to know. I just have to know. And if not just that, I will never give up on him. Like, I don't care. There's no way I'm gonna just leave him in the freaking foster care, especially in San Bernardino. That is like one of the worst counties for like, every day just drives me insane. Like, it's just like not knowing how he is, and like I can't protect him, and he's not with family. I just like did that's just like, oh my god. And I have to like really ignore that feeling all day long. It kills me, and I try not to go crazy. And it's like, okay, Brianna, you know, like, I try to be very um I naturally am a humble and nice human being, but this is really bringing out some I mean, animals protect their young a lot, you know. So come on. And the father of my children, he just got out of prison. It's just insane what they've done to me and my family, and it's like, it's the never ending story, and I can't take it anymore. And there has to be justice somewhere, because these people are just getting literally like away with murder, and they're just continue. And it's disgusting, because I've even done I've dug so deep that I've even found, like, I mean, let's not audit them, because it's sickening how much these people, excuse me, are really it's in the records. Like, it's in the numbers. Like, if you really want to go look at the numbers, why the hell is a freaking social worker, and that's not to say if they're even a licensed social worker like they're supposed to be in California. But hey, I'm getting off topic. But I mean, which way do you want to go with this, you know? And I'm so fed up that, like, I don't know what else they want from me. They wouldn't let me test. They wouldn't send me to a program. They wouldn't let me even complete a case plan. So, you know, and yeah, I'm just supposed to just allow, like, I'm just supposed to be okay with these people just like selling my kids to, even if they are with my family. No, they're supposed to be with me. I am their mother, and I will never stop being their mother, and I will never stop fighting. I don't give a heck if God Himself. I'm so sorry. And I mean, I'm not the most, Christian practicing woman, but I was raised in the church. I was raised to believe in God, and that's just who I am naturally. But these people are really, they're testing me, and I can only, hey, these are my flesh and blood. He's my baby, and I don't know where the heck he's at right now. I have no clue. I am not okay with it, and I refuse. I don't care if I look like or if I sound like a crazy person. Well, you know what? Well, maybe I am. Who wouldn't be? But I'm not. I'm really trying here. So, if anybody can, I don't know, point me in a direction of where, if they have any resources, who I can contact. I've literally contacted every and single. I mean, I don't know how to say that word because it's like a tongue twister for me because I had a car accident. So some words it's hard for me to pronounce. The ombudsman. I know I'm not saying it right, but I'm pretty sure you guys know who I'm talking about. I have conversations with the lady who represents them in California. I open up a case with them, and it's just SOS, please. Anybody, if anybody can help me. My son is in, from what I gathered, the last time I spoke to anybody, because I was trying to get my records for my daughter, my second daughter, Ariel, who is, like I was saying, she's the only baby I got to keep. She is now 5 years old. Although, and this is a side story, and I'm going to make it really brief. She was taken at birth. She was unlawfully taken, like really unlawfully. I had evidence. They had no choice but to give her back to me. This was in San Diego County. She was 7 days old, and she was actually a week old. Spent a week in foster care, given back to us, me and the father, my children's dad, and no questions asked, and we had like no problems after her. It wasn't until I had my next child, my third child, that's another story. But so when I tried calling San Diego County, and I was talking to one of the, I guess, I don't know what you call it, the phone clerks, whatever. He told me that he basically could not give me any other information other than what was on file for her, and which wasn't much. And then told me that if I wanted any information on my son Cloud, first, I guess it's all incorporated together, which makes sense, but that, and he kind of actually, he wasn't supposed to, I guess he just, like, it slipped out his mouth. He was like, oh, and your son Cloud, he's in Riverside County, and I'm like, oh, he is? And he's like, oh, I mean, yeah, so that's all I got so far. So I guess they moved or transferred the case to Riverside County, but my sisters supposedly, because they don't really talk to me, but that's another story, and we'll get into that later if you would like to know. But my sisters supposedly have no idea either, and I don't even know who to believe anymore because so they tell me that they don't know either, but it doesn't seem to me that they don't really care. But it's strange to me why you wouldn't care about your nephew. But anyways, I'm the mother here, so if no one's gonna get it done, I have to. So I am really trying my best here, and I'm not gonna stop until I make something happen. And they won't even let my son Cloud visit any of his siblings, which my sister, like I said, my sisters have 3 of my 5 kids, and then I don't even know what's going on with my cousin because he doesn't. Yeah. So as far as I'm concerned, I know where 4 of my children are out of my 5, and my 5th child, Cloud9 Hesh, is just lost in foster care, and I'm really just trying to, at least, even if I can get him visits a visitation with his sister and his brothers. Oh my God, that would just like, you have no idea. So I'm begging anybody in this group, if you can, please, I beg of you, if you can even forward this message to whoever you feel could just bring me some sort of hope, or just some sort of, you know, anything. I would greatly and sincerely appreciate it. I love each and every one of you. I am praying for all of our, you know, our victory in this, and thank you. I appreciate it, and I hope every one of you have a beautiful and blessed day.